Gene Deal just dropped a major bombshell, revealing why he believes Diddy's situation runs far deeper than most people realize. According to Deal, this isn't just about the charges making headlines. He claims the real reason Diddy was taken down has more to do with what he allegedly had in his possession. Deal says Diddy recorded nearly everyone in his inner circle and at his parties, meaning powerful people, private moments, and compromising situations may have been captured on tape. Really now?
So I want to go back to the comments you made earlier about these tapes, and I want you to give more clarity. So you believe they only got Puffy because they wanted these tapes. What do you think is on these tapes?
Bro, you got to realize you got people like Prince Harry. Prince Harry was at a Diddy party. You got some of the same Universal executives. Diddy made it cool for, I'm just gonna say it like this, man, whites to hang out with the hood dudes. Dude from the hood, he made it cool and safe for them to hang out with the white executives. They used them for that. They used them enough, whereas that now you got white executives doing Diddy-like parties.
Gene Deal went on to explain that these were the parties everyone wanted an invitation to pack with top rappers, elite athletes, and major celebrities. According to Deal, Diddy allegedly had a system in place where nearly everything that happened behind closed doors was secretly recorded. He claims the footage captured people drinking, smoking, and using drugs, creating moments that were never meant to be public. And if Deal is right, that means Diddy may have been sitting on highly compromising material involving politicians, actors, and other powerful figures. The kind of footage that could explain why this situation goes far beyond what most people see on the surface.
He taped everything. He taped everything and taped everybody. You remember in his trial it came up. In his trial it came up. What came up in his trial? It came up that his assistant was right there. And Diddy told him, "You want to show your lawyer to me?" Gave him a condom and told him to sex the girl right there. He asked the girl, was she all right there? She said, yeah. That's crazy, bro. So now, you think certain politicians, you think certain actors, actresses, they drinking, smoking, we know they love pink cocaine. You know they got weed all in the air. They dropping ecstasy pills, they dropping some other kind of sexual pill. Man, do you think he ain't got nobody on tape?
Gene Deal argues that if Diddy could allegedly pressure Cassie for $20,000 over recorded tapes, it's not hard to imagine he may have exerted similar leverage over others. In Deal's view, some powerful figures were forced to continue doing business with Diddy because they feared what might surface from those private parties. He also points out that when federal agents raided Diddy's home, they reportedly seized computers and tapes, yet those materials were never shown in court. While a separate tape involving Cassie was shown, Deal questions that discrepancy, suggesting the reason may be simple. If the tapes taken from Diddy's house were entered into evidence, they would become public record, allowing anyone to request copies, and he believes that could expose far more than anyone is prepared to see.
I think wasn't nothing on those tapes, y'all. You think they didn't log those tapes? Why did they, hold up. Yo, I just caught a jewel. They used the tape that Cassie sent them. That Cassie had. They used the tape that Cassie had that they showed to the jurors, why do you think they didn't use the tape that they got from Diddy house? Because that would have them had to log that in. It would have been public record. And at one given time, when it's a public record out of this trial, you could go see it. You could go get those tapes, copies of those tapes, because it's public record. It would have been public record, bro. It's a dirty game out here, man. It's a real dirty game. They are protecting.
Gene Deal also raised eyebrows by pointing out that a prosecutor connected to Diddy's case reportedly retired abruptly shortly after the federal raid. In his view, the timing wasn't a coincidence. Deal suggests the sudden departure hints at possible outside pressure aimed not just at the case itself, but at protecting certain powerful individuals who may have been caught up in what investigators uncovered. He frames it as another puzzling detail in a situation that he believes reaches far beyond one person and raises serious questions about who might have had something to lose if everything came to light.
Office, so I'm gonna leave before he get here. Right after he did the Diddy, right after he did the Diddy raid, right after they got the tapes and everything, he retired. Great job. Probably got $1 million house and all that somewhere. Because he definitely quit. And tried to put that shit off on Trump. Y'all saw what I saw. Y'all saw what we saw, the same shit. Y'all heard the same thing that I heard. They took over 256, cameras and who had that many cameras in their house? I don't give how big the mansion is. It's crazy, man. It's dirty work. Listen, I know it's deeper than what we see. I know it's deeper. Y'all gotta know it's deeper, bruh. Why wouldn't they charge this dude with the guns? Why ain't get charged with the drugs? They just put it in the description in the case instead of charging with it. Why they took 200 some cameras out of there and we ain't see nothing of the footage or the film? We seen Lil Rob footage and films, and we seen Cassie footage and films. Why we ain't see them?
Now, almost every day, new names are surfacing in lawsuits and news reports connected to Diddy, raising more questions than answers. Why are some of the most powerful celebrity couples working so hard to distance themselves? How did a top athlete suddenly get pulled into the conversation? And why is one prominent rapper still publicly defending Diddy while others stay silent? To many observers, this doesn't look like random chaos. It looks calculated. We already know that Jay-Z and Beyonce have been making a visible effort to create distance since these allegations emerged, and that alone has people asking why. Jay and Diddy go back decades to the same era when Brooklyn was shaping hip-hop history and the notorious Big was rising, a rise that helped fuel Diddy's early success in the 1990s. Over the years, Jay and Diddy even appeared together on tracks like Young G's from Diddy's 1997 album No Way Out, and I Know What Girls Like around the same time. Looking back now, those once celebrated connections feel far more complicated. Both men came from humble beginnings and went on to build massive business empires spanning music, fashion, liquor brands, and high-level partnerships. And it may be those very empires that now have the most to lose as this story continues to unfold.
Told us that Jay-Z won't be able to stay silent about his connection to Diddy. And baby, she wasn't lying, because Jaguar Wright was just on Piers Morgan exposing the out of Jay-Z. Jaguar Wright was calling out Jay-Z for his silence, saying that now he's gonna have no choice but to talk because he has connections with Diddy, R. Kelly, Epstein, and Harvey Weinstein. She also said that she has victims that have video footage of these freak-offs and what they do to people, and she said that she saw what Jay-Z and Beyonce were allegedly doing to people. Jaguar Wright even said that Jay-Z is the one that allegedly set up R. Kelly because he knew everything that he was doing and he was doing the same shit. And she said that Jay-Z is the one that funded surviving R. Kelly because his best friend for years is Dream Hampton. And baby, she wasn't lying. Jay-Z and Dream Hampton have been friends for years. She is the one that co-wrote Jay-Z's 2010 memoir, Decoded. And as you can see, her work also includes the 2019 Lifetime documentary Surviving R. Kelly. Jaguar Wright is saying that Jay-Z set up R. Kelly on purpose when he's doing the same exact shit, just like Diddy. All of this shit is absolutely insane. And
Notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
These charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think?
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucien Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to bid for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost. The list of lost is ridiculous, and everyone knows Diddy was selected for.
And that's what makes this moment so unsettling. If Diddy was deliberately targeted in this case, it may be because he represents the first domino in a much longer chain. In that scenario, his situation wouldn't exist in isolation, it would be the trigger. One move that sets off a cascading collapse, potentially exposing connections, relationships, and decisions tied to some of the biggest celebrity empires in the world. And if those dominoes keep falling, the consequences wouldn't just be reputational. They could fundamentally reshape careers, fortunes, and lives that have stood untouched for decades. And that's the part no one can ignore.
But the only thing I'm interested in him talking about is everything he knows about Kathy Coriana White. See, I know you know what happened to Corey. Diddy? I know that. You and Jay-Z. Down in Vegas at Tao with Claudia. Why don't you just talk about Kathy? That might help. That might help a lot. Kathy Coriana White, Jay-Z's pregnant mistress, who died 24 hours after she announced that she was going public with their relationship and the baby, while he was married to Biggie. Was it an aneurysm, Diddy? Or are you the one who paid the same coroner that you... Oh, Diddy, you should talk.
Do you feel the federal government will probably speak to Jay-Z in regards?
They already have.
Oh.
They talked to him before he made that Super Bowl announcement. Isn't that interesting? He was questioned by the feds before he made the Super Bowl announcement. Blink twice. Oh, this about to get fun for me.
So what are your thoughts on all the his celebrity friends that denounced those allegations and were like, this is false, and they were saying,
Liars.
yeah, should they speak up now? Should they speak up now?
I think it's getting a little too late for those who are complicit.